Hey, what's up guys? Steve here. And thanks again to everyone for all the continued support on the channel. And we'll kick today's list off at number 50 with this 1992 Upper Deck Michael Jordan 15,000 Point Club, card number PC4. This was a PSA 10 that received 21 bids, and it sold for $564. Up next at number 49 is this 1988 Michael Jordan Spanish sticker, sticker number 13. This was a BGS 7 that received 27 bids, and it sold for $576. Coming in at number 48 is this 1993 Finest Bryant Stith Refractor, card number 82. This was a PSA 10 that received 40 bids, and it sold for $576. We get our first baseball card to make today's list at number 47, with this 1994 Pinnacle Artist Proof Barry Bonds, card number 26. This was a PSA 10 that received 38 bids, and it also sold for $576. Up next at number 46 is this 1993 Finest Blue Edwards Refractor, card number 73. This refractor was in a PSA 10 that received 28 bids, and it sold for $588. Coming in at number 45 is this 1991 Sports Educational Michael Jordan, card number 1. This was a PSA 10 that received 11 bids, and it sold for $630. And we technically get our first football card at number 44 with this 1989 Pro Set Promo Santa Claus, card number 1989. This was a PSA 10 that received 8 bids, and it also sold for $630. Coming in at number 43 is this 1990 Fleer All-Stars Michael Jordan, card number 5. This was a PSA 10 that received 17 bids, and it sold for $690. Up next at number 42 is this 1993 Finest Brian Shaw Refractor, card number 42. This refractor was in a PSA 10 that received 27 bids, and it also sold for just short of $700. Coming in at number 41 is this 1989 Hoops Panels Perforated Michael Jordan All-Star, card number 21. This was a PSA 10 that received 41 bids, and it sold for $720. And kicking off the top 40 of today's list is this 1993 Finest Romeo Robinson Refractor, card number 206. This was a PSA 10 that received 28 bids, and it sold for $720. Up next at number 39 is this 1993 Finest Isaiah Ryder Rookie Refractor, card number 79. This rookie was in a PSA 10 that received 34 bids, and it also sold for $720. We're back to baseball at number 38 with this 1993 SP Derek Jeter rookie, card number 279. This foil rookie was in a BGS 9 that received 23 bids, and it sold for $750. Coming in at number 37 is this 1993 Fleer Jam Session Michael Jordan, card number 33. This was a PSA 10 that received 20 bids, and it sold for $750. Up next at number 36 is this 1987 Michael Jordan Panini Spanish sticker, sticker number 4. This was a BGS 9 that received 40 bids, and it also sold for $750. Make that 3 straight appearances at number 35 with this 1993 Topps Gold Michael Jordan, card number 23. This was a PSA 10 that received 23 bids, and it sold for $780. And we welcome a newcomer to the list at number 34 with this 1993 Finest Anthony Mason refractor, card number 47. This refractor was in a PSA 10 that received 28 bids, and it sold for $780. Coming in at number 33 is this 1989 Sports Illustrated for Kids Michael Jordan, card number 16. This was a PSA 8 that received 49 bids, and it also sold for $780. Up next at number 32 is this 1993 Upper Deck All-NBA Michael Jordan, card number AN4. This was a PSA 10 that received 14 bids, and it sold for $810. Coming in at number 31 is this 1993 SCD Multi-Sport Pocket Price Guide Michael Jordan, card number 102. This hand-cut Jordan was in a PSA 10 that received 24 bids, and it sold for $810. And kicking off the top 30 of today's list is this 1992 Topps Archives Michael Jordan, card number 52. This was a PSA 10 that received 20 bids, and it sold for $810. Up next at number 29 is this 1993 Finest Jamal Mashburn Rookie Refractor, card number 22. This was a PSA 10 that received 23 bids, and it sold for $840. Coming in at number 28 is this 1993 Skybox Premium Michael Jordan Center Stage, card number CS1. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 37 bids, and it sold for $900 even. Up next at number 27 is this 1992 Upper Deck Jerry West Selects Michael Jordan, card number JW9. This was a PSA 10 that received 18 bids, and it sold for $930. Coming in at number 26 is this 1991 Michael Jordan Panini sticker, sticker number 116. This was a PSA 10 that received 15 bids, and it also sold for $930. Coming in at number 25 is this 1992 Upper Deck Michael Jordan All-Star Weekend, card number 15. This was a PSA 10 that received 35 bids, and it sold for $960. Up next at number 24 is this 1987 Michael Jordan Panini sticker, sticker number 141. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 33 bids, and it sold for $990. Coming in at number 23 is this 1992 Michael Jordan Panini sticker, sticker number 12. This was a PSA 10 that received 23 bids, and it sold for $990. Up next at number 22 is this 1994 Stadium Club Members Only 50 Michael Jordan, card number 20. This was a PSA 10 that received 36 bids, and it sold for $990. Coming in at number 21 is this 1991 Upper Deck Michael Jordan Award winner hologram, card number AW1. This was a PSA 10 that received 23 bids, and it also sold for just short of $1,000. And we welcome a newcomer to the list to kick off the top 20 with this 1993 Finest Alonzo Mourning Refractor, card number 104. This was a PSA 10 that received 17 bids, and it sold for just over $1,000. Up next at number 19 is this 1993 Ultra All-Defensive Michael Jordan, card number 2. This was a PSA 10 that received 18 bids, and it sold for $1,050. Coming in at number 18 is this 1994 Finest Michael Jordan, card number 331. This was a PSA 10 that received 26 bids, and it sold for $1,110. Up next at number 17 is this 1994 SP Michael Jordan Central Region insert, card number CR2. This was a PSA 10 that received 37 bids, and it sold for $1,110. Coming in at number 16 is this 1992 Skybox USA Basketball Plastic Team card. This was a PSA 10 that received 24 bids, and it sold for $1,230. Up next at number 15 is this 1992 Stadium Club Beam Team Members Only Michael Jordan, card number 1. This was a PSA 9 that received 31 bids, and it sold for $1,230. Coming in at number 14 is this 1991 Hoop Superstars Michael Jordan, card number 13. This was a PSA 10 that received 34 bids, and it sold for $1,290. Up next at number 13 is this 1989 Fleer Michael Jordan, card number 21. This was a PSA 10 that received 23 bids, and it sold for $1,320. And we get a pretty rare football card at number 12 with this 1994 Miami Bumblebee Perforated Dwayne Johnson. This was a PSA 9 that received 19 bids, and it sold for $1,530. Make that back-to-back football cards at number 11 with this 1989 Score Barry Sanders rookie, card number 257. This rookie was in a PSA 10 that received 25 bids, and it sold for $1,710. Up next is one of our weekly regulars with this 1989 Upper Deck Ken Griffey Jr. rookie, card number 1. This star rookie was in a BGS 9 that received 8 bids, and it sold for $204. Up next, we get this 1991 Topps Chipper Jones rookie, card number 333. This was an SGC 10 that received 19 bids, and it sold for just short of $200. For another player that missed the top 50, I ran across this 1994 Finest Frank Thomas refractor, card number 203. This was a PSA 9 that received 15 bids, and it sold for $192. And another week where a hockey card didn't make the top 50, the highest selling hockey card I ran across was this 1994 Select First Line Wayne Gretzky, card number FL11. This was a PSA 10 that received 24 bids, and it sold for $186. For a bonus football card, I found this 1987 Topps Dan Marino All-Pro, card number 233. This was a PSA 10 that received 11 bids, and it sold for $180. Up next is this 1987 Toys R Us Barry Bonds, card number 4. This was a BGS 9.5 that received 10 bids, and it sold for $91.20. Up next is this 1990 Upper Deck Bo Jackson, card number 75. This was a PSA 10 that received 9 bids, and it sold for $84 even. And for our 8th and final bonus card, I found this 1992 Finest Reggie White, card number 32. This was a PSA 10 that received 18 bids, and it sold for $32.40. And kicking off the top 10 of today's list is this 1993 Topps Gold Derek Jeter, card number 98. This rookie was in a PSA 10 that received 36 bids, and it sold for $1,770. Up next at number 9 is this 1993 Ultra Scoring Kings Michael Jordan, card number 5. This was a BGS 9 that received 17 bids, and it sold for $1,830. Coming in at number 8 is this 1993 Finest Michael Jordan Refractor, card number 1. This was an SGC 9 that received 23 bids, and it sold for $1,950. Up next at number 7 is this 1993 Fleer All-Stars Michael Jordan, card number 5. This was a PSA 10 that received 36 bids, and it sold for $2,100. Coming in at number 6 is this 1988 Edmonds Bulls Blankback Michael Jordan, card number 23. This was a PSA 10 that received 21 bids, and it sold for $2,160. And kicking off the top 5 of today's list is Michael Jordan's 1988 Fleer sticker with sticker number 7. This was a PSA 9 that received 19 bids, and it sold for $2,640. And we welcome a newcomer to the list at number 4 with this 1988 Fleer Reggie Miller rookie, card number 57. This was a PSA 10 that received 24 bids, and it sold for $2,760. Coming in at number 3 is this 1993 Fleer Living Legends Michael Jordan, card number 4. This was a PSA 10 that received 33 bids, and it sold for $4,560. Coming in at number 2 is this 1989 Fleer Michael Jordan sticker, sticker number 3. This was a PSA 10 that received 27 bids, and it sold for $5,520. And topping off today's list at number 1 is this 1992 Fleer Team Leader Michael Jordan, card number 4. This was a PSA 10 that received 40 bids, and it sold for $9,600. Thanks for joining me today, guys, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.